What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy. So I'm here today basically for the live stream to talk about this upcoming fight card for UFC Vegas 20. So basically, we have now down to 9 fights with Angela Hill and Ashley Yoder now being out. So this fight card's already a mess, to be honest with you. It's just crazy to me how in Vegas now there's 9 fights. I don't understand it. But we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best basically to break down this fight card, basically just try to go from there. So if you have any questions, definitely hit the live chat. I'll answer them as soon as I can. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of break down each fight, go over each fight that I like, that I don't like, so on and so forth. If you see me on my phone, I'm just trying to basically keep up with NBA because I also do NBA content, which is in the Patreon, which y'all can definitely check that out. That helps me out. If y'all want to check that out, where I do my breakdowns, basically where I just kind of break down each basically each game. So definitely check that out. So let's dig into this fight card. Starting with Ronnie Lawrence versus Vince Cantero. So Ronnie Lawrence, he's making his UFC debut. He's a hell of a fighter in my opinion. I definitely like him. I think he definitely outmatches Cantero easily. If we've seen Cantero, he didn't look good. He didn't look good against Jamal Emmers. He looked awful against Jamal Emmers, to say the least. It was just not a good match with him and Emmers. So Cantero, I don't think he's ready for the UFC. I don't think he's ready at all. I don't think he's ready for this whatsoever. I think that basically Ronnie Lawrence is going to step up in this fight and step up to be the better prospect, in my opinion. So I'm definitely all in on Ronnie Lawrence. I like him at his price tag. 8.6 is not a bad price tag at all for him. I definitely like the upside he potentially provides. So if y'all want to go to Ronnie Lawrence, I definitely recommend hitting him up at 8.6 in your lineup. Looking at the next fight, which is Grisham versus Justin Jacoby. So this fight's still on. So basically, the big news is Grisham was about 5+ pounds overweight. So he missed that weight cut. That definitely is scary to me that he missed the weight cut. He's from the PFL. He's from the Pro Fight League, which is not a bad league. It's basically the AA of UFC. So we have UFC, which is like basically the best of the best, like MLB. Then we have AAA, which is Bellator, in my opinion. Then we have PFL, which is AA, if that makes sense. Kind of like the minor leagues. Anyways, Christian, he's a vet from PFL, but I don't think he's ready for the UFC. I don't like Christian in this fight. I think Jacoby's way more aggressive. I think Jacoby's going to come out swinging. I think he's definitely ready for this fight. I think he's basically the guy who should basically step up in this fight. We've seen him basically in this fight. We've seen him basically in the UFC before. So he got cut, and we remember. He came back in Dana White's Contender Series and just went rampage. He looked good. He definitely looked good. It was only basically he was ready to go. So I'm all in on Justin Jacoby in this fight. I think he's aggressive. I think he's ready to go. I think he's definitely will outmatch the basically Grisham. I don't think Grisham's ready for this. Like I said, give me all day Justin Jacoby. Looking at this next fight in Mazzo versus Davis. So Davis is the vet. We know Davis, who has been the veteran of the UFC. So if we had a pick, I would definitely recommend Mazzo in this fight at 8.9. But 8.9 is a heavy price tag for Sabrina Mazzo. So if I had a pick, it would be Mazzo in this fight from a betting perspective. But from a UFC, from a DFS perspective, I definitely don't want any of Davis. So give me 1 second. I'm basically going to share this live stream right now. Try to get it out to everybody to basically come and hang. So like I said, if y'all have any questions, definitely hit me up. Questions is what's going to get us through this chat. So if y'all want any help, definitely recommend hitting that chat. So like I said, let's move on to Mazzo versus Davis. So Mazzo, 8.9. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I highly recommend not paying for her at 8.9 though. 8.9 is definitely a hard price tag. I don't want any Sabrina Mazzo in DFS, but in betting, like I said, I definitely want some Mazzo. Looking at Serial Gain versus Rosenstruck. So Serial Gain in the weigh-ins looked amazing compared to Rosenstruck. Rosenstruck was just it was crazy seeing the comparison between the two. So Serial Gain, I think, should win this fight. 9,000, definitely, in my opinion, could get it done. I think he could definitely get the finish. The only way Rosenstruck is going to win this fight is if he gets the round 1 KO. Do I think he can? I definitely think so. I definitely think that Rosenstruck can go in there, hit him with the fist, and hit him right in the face for round 1 KO. So, but the thing is, Ciryl Gane is more of a balanced guy who is patient on the feet and very patient in the ring. So I think the Ciryl Gane can get it down to 9,000. I definitely think so over Rosenstruck. So I'm all in on Ciryl Gane at 9,000. I like Rosenstruck as a guy. I definitely do. But I don't think he wins this fight. So like I said, let me share this out that we are going live so we can get some more people popping in the chat basically to come hang out. So because I'm ready for this UFC card. We have about, another 3.5 hours. So I just wanted to get this live stream knocked out, basically talk with y'all about this UFC card. So, like I said, come hang, come chat. I definitely am all in on this UFC card. I like it, even though we're down to 9 fights. 9 fights isn't my favorite, but there's basically still an edge, basically, for this fight card. So let me share this out, that we are live, and we will knock this out. All right, so it's up on Twitter now. Let's see who comes in for Twitter. And then we will share it to basically Instagram, so on and so forth. But anyways, back to where we were. So Ankalia versus Krylov. So Ankalia, 9-3. I want to know what y'all think about Ankalia at 9-3. It's definitely kind of tough getting to Ankalia at 9-3. There's not a lot of guys on this card that I want to pay up for. But at 9-3 for Ankalia, Krylov is only 6'9". I think Ankalia is going to win this fight. I definitely think he's the better fighter. But against Krylov is a decent price. If you want to pay it for Ankalia, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you one bit. So I don't mind paying that price tag, but I'd much rather go to Ciryl Gane. Going to Silva and De La Rosa. So this is a key fight, basically, on this fight card. So basically the deal is, do you want a piece of Silva 8-4? Do you want De La Rosa the cheaper price tag? I'd much rather get to basically Silva at 8-4. I don't think that De La Rosa can hang in this fight. I really don't think so. If you want to get a piece of Silva 8-4, I definitely won't blame you. So 8-4, let's look at who she's fought. So she's fought Romero Burlo, which should be an easy win. She's brought Robertson, which is a great fight, in my opinion. So I think Silva's ready for this. I think Silva can outclass De La Rosa. So that's why I'm kind of more so on the Silva side. Rivera versus Munoz. The decision king in Rivera. Rivera never gets a finish. His average points are 56 points. That's lower than the women's fights. I'm not liking Jerome Rivera. I think this is the rematch that is ready to go for Munoz. I think Munoz is the better fighter out of the two. I think Munoz goes in aggressive and basically outstrikes him on the feet. I'm definitely all in on Pedro Munoz, and I don't think Jerome Rivera should win this fight. I think this fight goes basically to the judges. I think the judges more so go on the Munoz side for the more volume output of Munoz than Rivera, who's very just patient on the feet, yes, but he doesn't get the strikes. So that's why I want more so of Pedro Munoz. Kevin Croom versus Alex Caceres. So this is the fight card, or the fight of the night, that I want an upset pick for. Give me Kevin Croom all day, every day. I think he's ready for this fight. I think he goes out aggressive. I don't think Caceres wants any piece of him. Caceres, I just can't get to 8-8. I don't like it. I don't like getting a piece of Caceres at 8-8 whatsoever. I'd rather get to Kevin Croom at 7-4. And we need an underdog on this card to fit in the Ankalia, to fit in the Ciryl Ganes, to fit in the Silvas. So give me Kevin Croom all day, every day. I'd much rather get to Kevin Croom in this fight. Thiago Moses versus Alex Hernandez. So Alex Hernandez 8-7 versus Moses at 7-6 or 7-5. I'd much rather get to Thiago Moses at 7-5 on any other card but this one. I want Alex Hernandez 8-7. I don't think Moses gets the sub in this. I think this is the only way to path of victory is at the 7-5 price tag for a sub in round 1. I don't think he gets it done. I think Hernandez outstrikes him. more so than Thiago Moses does. So that's the end of this card, guys. It's the 9-card fight card. If y'all have any questions for me, hit me up in the chat, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up in Discord. I can definitely answer your questions easily. But like I said, guys, there's not much else on this card. It's a quick 9-card. That's why we already got it done in 10 minutes, because there's not much really to talk about on this 9-card. So if y'all have any questions, definitely hit me up in Twitter. Hit the like button for me. That definitely helps me out. And have a great and safe rest of your day.